Hi, I'm Brad, and I apologize for that. So I just did a live stream today basically detailing how the render I had made was for something that I saw 100% of some sort of prototype or product. However, when I cross-referenced that with sources in the supply chain, the same sources that would also kind of give hints that the final version of Cambria, at least that will be going to mass production, it didn't look completely like that. It looked similar but different. I do believe that was an actual prototype of some sort I saw. I can only guess what I did see, but for now, I just want to say I have a final update, 200% conviction. I know it just sounds insane, but I really wanted to make this video as fast as I can to say I finally got someone that is very friendly with the supply chain to give me a model or a picture of what the actual device will look like this year. 200%, 200%. If I'm wrong, then I will literally quit YouTube. Okay? So yeah, I cross-referenced this picture, or really the render of the picture I already had roughly made for this with multiple people, and I did confirm again, this is definitely the version you will see later this year. But to make up for the chaos and the roller coaster of emotions that I brought people through, I wanted to not just only give an update of what you'll see later this year, but I also had another source that definitely got to try a Cambria prototype, a near finished one at least. So I was talking to this person. I was able to confirm that they did try it. They had ways to prove it, and I want to give their basically expression. And I was able to get a little more information I was able to get from a video I made a couple weeks ago. This information about the device is very, again, similar to what I got last time, but I do want to recover it just to make up for some confusion over the past week. Before I do that, again, I'll remind people that this is the final version. There's two cameras on the bottom left and right. Two cameras, well, one on the left, one on the right of the actual device here, and then one camera in the middle. This middle camera is the one that is the HD. It doesn't actually do the direct pass-through. These two here provide what is a Lua composite, basically. Is able to get the depth data better. And then they use this high definition 16 megapixel camera to overlay the actual color and HD stuff on top of what these two cameras give. These two cameras are much faster, and I'm guessing that's the reason they did it. Some weird software trickery is going on, but it's confirmed in the Quest 2 kernel. That's how they do it. All right, let's get into what I talked to about this person that got to try it, another person. And most of the stuff that you see here, it's again, they said the headset design was nearly identical to the ones I put out there. He was talking originally about the render I put out last week, but then when I showed him this one, he was like, yeah, this is exactly it. The big notable thing is everything that's like around here will be completely black, but everything around the cameras right here is like transparent windows, completely transparent. Everything else is black glossy, but that is something to note. The actual strap is exactly the same. It has the forehead mount with the back mount as well. USB-C port is on the right side of the headset. Let me get this right here. This is a USB-C port. The front of the assembly, this whole part here, was extremely thin. So again, this whole part is mostly exactly correct. This person also reported that the field of view was extremely similar, if not identical, to the Quest 2. Resolution also seemed identical to, they could see the screen door effect. So if there was any feature that would allow the screen door effect to be mitigated with some sort of special lens system or software, that was not turned on for this unit that the person tried. They did see the screen door effect. So we also got some info on IPD adjustment, exactly how it works. There is no dial on the sides or anything. It's similar to how the Quest 2, you do move the actual lenses, like by grabbing the lenses and moving, and they both move at the same time if you're grabbing one. Very smooth, no like clicky versions. Like the Quest 2 has only 3 IPD adjustments, but this is like a smooth all the way through. While you're adjusting the IPD, there is of course a indicator in millimeters of what IPD adjustment you're currently at. The person unfortunately was not able to, or did not actually realize to check the maximum values for the IPD, but again, it should be much higher than the Quest 2 because we are using 2 separate mini LED displays. The headset was extremely lightweight, even comparing to his Quest 2 with Elite strap. Extremely well balanced. Again, this is similar information what I got from last time. So we're just going to see a lot of patterns here to that one video if you watched it already. There's a big wheel on the back of the headband that drew in the semi-flexible straps on the sides. Again, very similar to how the Quest 2 Elite strap works. In fact, this is The only thing you can adjust on the headset other than the IPD is that one dial. You cannot adjust anything else. There's no comfort thing for the front of the headset to move closer or farther away from your face. I should note they were using a dev mode version of the firmware that they were trying, and they did not get to try any mixed reality features, similar to the last person, again, that did not get to try that, which will probably be a big feature of the device, but the software for that was clearly being tooled, especially during this demo, which was earlier than the demo I got from the more recent video. They did not have access to the controllers during this demo, but again, I can confirm that the controllers that you've seen leaked renders for, exactly the same as we're going to get later this year. No diopters. So we know that they're using a pancake lens system, and some pancake lens systems allow you to rotate it to change the prescription value. This headset does not have diopters, from what I understand. In fact, they expect people that wear glasses to be able to actually wear glasses while wearing the headset at the same time. That seems to be the intended design of the head strap and purpose, and why there is that actual air gap. You know, people always complain about the actual light leakage, but we'll get into that a little bit. They were very impressed with the visual quality with the lens system that was installed. Again, these are very custom lenses built by and designed by Facebook. No haloing when there was white text or white graphics and dark backgrounds. He was not shown an all black screen at all, so he's not able to check if whether local dimming was on at the time when he tried it. So we don't know the actual blacks for the testing he did. He said the edge-to-edge clarity was amazing, very good. And if he noticed that if he moved his head within the headset, the screen continued out of view. Which basically means if there was some sort of mod to get the thing closer to his face, he even thinks that he would get a better FOV, even if it's slightly. And again, when he says edge-to-edge clarity was good, he means much better than his Quest 2. I asked about some questions about the pancake lens system, because there are some issues with some pancake lens systems, like mostly the cheaper ones that are kind of off the market, off the shelf, and stuff you'll see like in Arpara, for example. I asked if the light leakage would be reflecting off the lenses, because I know that's usually a problem for most pancake lenses. But he said he saw no reflections from the outside world. The fact there was a gap between his face, and he could see the actual outer periphery of his, real life vision. He did say that the actual fact that it is designed this way, where there's like no facial interface closing off the sides, he did say that it was he felt out of place at the beginning, but he actually got used to it very fast and never really noticed the light bleed after he got used to it. So a lot of people are asking me that. There's still no signs officially of like a magnetic interface to block out that light. But we'll see if third-party accessory creators will be able to do that if Meta does not provide that. Now, this is something I really want to really strike down as well. He said that he could really see why one of my sources said something along the lines of it not feeling like a huge upgrade. He was a bit disappointed with the lack of increased resolution FOV, but he was really happy with the form factor, weight, and clarity, just like the last person I talked to this about. Just a few more things about the build quality materials. Again, the adjustment on the HMD, the only adjustments on the back of the head strap. The arms were fixed to the front assembly, and the actual the actual part on your head that is touching your forehead is made of like a rubber or fox leather. He said it did make him sweat a little bit as time went on. And whenever he moved his eyebrows, which again, this thing has very good eye and face tracking apparently. You can track eyebrows. He was even able to flare his nostrils, and the application was tracking that as well. So very good eye and face tracking, and it should be good also for people who wear glasses. They have a whole neural network designed just for this device. There were no hot spots on the device, like nowhere got really hot or heated, which is good. There's probably a battery in the back, we know that. But yeah, he just said it was a very comfortable experience compared to any headset he's tried, which mostly referring to Quest 2. The final thing he did say about this device is the audio quality was very similar to Quest 2, and even had the actual audio pipe visible on the side of the strap. We don't know if that could be improved with software. I imagine there might be a better driver in this device, even if it's not too different. But again, he did say during his demo, the audio quality was very similar. So again, after all of this, even though there is a mixed reality component to this device that both people I've talked to have tried the device were not able to test out, it really feels like this device feels more like a Quest 2 Pro. Like, it just really seems that way. I reported, though, the bill of materials for this device is around $800. There is rumors of a subsidy, but again, those are rumors from the supply chain, and no one knows for sure. Prices and release date are always the hardest thing and the most variable thing, especially during a supply crisis. But it's currently believed that at Oculus Connect this year is when they'll unveil this full version of the Oculus Quest Pro 2 or Cambria, whatever they end up calling it, and they'll probably release it right after that event ends. Anyway, that is all I have to say. Again, I apologize for spreading a render that will not be the final version. I do think that thing I did see was a prototype for something, even if it's not the one we'll see this year. See you next time. No more Meta Cambria videos, I swear to God. I always say that, but then something pops up. But I really think we got closure. 200% closure, just like 200%. This is it. Bye.